Adding sound design to modern metal music is a must, but it can feel kind of boring sometimes. That's why in this video I'm gonna show you simple but creative sound design techniques for modern metal music. And those tips will level up your production. I'm Kester and you're watching Synth Your Song. Okay, so the first step is to categorize sound design in two elements. The first one is the tonal and the second one is the non-tonal sound design. So tonal sound design is everything that uses some sort of pitch. And the non-tonal one is everything like risers, like impacts, and that stuff. The cool thing about tonal sound effects is that they blend into the song very, very well. But that doesn't mean that non-tonal, like impacts and risers and all that stuff, are not working well. Together, combined, they are very, very well. Now, where do we place sound design even? So I have three different places for that. The first one is transitions, the second one is impacts and downers, and the third one is ear candy within a section. So let's hop into the first one, coming from one section, like a riff, to the next section, like a verse. And what I have here is a big non-tonal riser, and then I have a nice resonance that is very, very tonal. The big lifter here helps building the tension and really making the riff at the end very, very big. And the ambience here, the resonance, just helps getting the transition very, very smooth. And through the tone, through the key, it helps getting in the melodic element into it. And those risers, you also have them on different places, like before a chorus or before a breakdown. This is a very short riser before the chorus. And here I have some very, very interesting sound design. I made that with Serum and it is from a pack called Punch. I will link it down in the description. It is a sample pack that I made exactly for these kind of purposes, for transitions, for impacts, etc. And together it sounds very, very nice. And you can also do that between, for example, a verse into a pre-chorus. I have here a resonance that goes into the pre-chorus. Let's have a listen. This is it. It kind of bends the pitch and also goes up in volume and therefore rises the tension a little bit so we know the next section is coming. So in the second category are impacts and also downers. Let's have a listen into the chorus. And think about impacts in a way of frequency spectrum. We have the subs, we have the mids, and we have the highs. And in this sample, for example, we have a lot of transient, a lot of mids, and also this glass shattering, a lot of the highs. And in the second sample that we have, this is a sub drop. And together it just has all the lows, the mids, and the highs and forms into one piece that gives the chorus the explosion. And also, of course, in breakdowns. And the third step is ear candies. And ear candies can be everywhere. And I use them a lot within sections. And I use them probably every 2 to 4 bars. And they sound very, very interesting. Let's have a listen what I made here. You would think those are very, very random noises, and actually they are, but it fits very well into the context. And the cool thing is that you can be so unique with it. I use Serum a lot for that. I have a pack called ImpactX, and there are a lot of presets like percussion one-shots and glitches and all that stuff. Also pads and leads, everything that sounds kind of cinematic. I will link it down below as well if you want to check that out. Yeah, I like this. Let's take the reverb a little bit out of it. We can just simply drag it from here, from the Serum, into the DAW. Let's process it a little bit. Building your own effects chain is very advantageous if you want your unique sound, but you want it to achieve it fast. But let's build it from scratch here. Yeah, I like that more. The first thing I will do is a delay. Wider. The next thing is I'll take some reverb, or like a fairly big reverb, because I really wanted to give some depth into the song. Though I find it a little bit muddy now, so let's take an EQ. Cool. And now Super VHS. Awesome. Let's now render to audio and then reverse it, and maybe we can make some sort of transition with it. Yeah, that's cool. We can lower this a little bit, and yeah, check out what we made. Pretty cool, right? Okay, that's it. I really hope you learned something. If you want some of the samples that I used, make sure to check the description down below. It will help you immensely in this kind of music. So thanks for watching and happy producing.